Welcome, welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. And I am here, Dr. Ron, with my lovely co host, uh, Miss Brittney G. I had to make
Brittney
sure I had the
G.
right finger in the right direction.
Brittney G
Miss Brittney
in the
G,
place to
all the
be.
way from New Jersey, Illinois, not Illinois, New Jersey, New Jersey, New Jersey.
Yeah.
So she's working with me for guys that are nosy and want to know what's going on. I told y'all at the beginning of the year that I had some special stuff going on with Miss Brittney G. And I know I was advertising and advertising. You had a real long build up for like several months, and then you finally made it.
Yep.
So I'm glad to have you here.
Glad to be here.
Yes. So now let me get my little speech out the way, and then I'm gonna turn you loose. Okay.
All right.
As on the top of every broadcast, I give a shout out to my mentor, Dr. Hunt. Now, Dr. Hunt and I have been traveling in life for 30 plus years. And one of the reasons why I talk about him so much is because I want people to understand the importance of having a mentor. When you have a mentor, someone that can help you and help you navigate when things go crazy in your life, it just makes life that much more easier. So I emphasize that if you don't have a mentor, get one because it's important to have a mentor, someone that you can help in all situations in life. He has been a blessing to me and my family, as well as I have been a blessing to him and his family. So get you a mentor and then get you a show and shout them out.
Yes, sir.
All right? That's just important. And I do that at the top of every show because I want people to understand it's a very small message, but it's relevant. Okay? Someone that can help you. All right, so Miss Brittney, what you got for us today? Miss Brittney will be bringing the Black History moments, as long as I can twist her arm to keep showing up. But what do you have for us today?
Today, I have, for the Black History moment, I have Greenwood. I have the city, the town of Greenwood, Tulsa, Oklahoma. The year was 1921. This is a Black History moment because not necessarily because of what happened to these people, which was a tragedy, which was inhumane, which was so disgusting. It was what these people, what this town, what this city was doing before this massacre happened to them. Have you ever heard of the term Black excellence, Dr. Ron?
Absolutely.
They exemplified Black excellence. If there was a picture of Black excellence, it would be, it would be these people. So it was Greenwood, a segregated section of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the year was 1921. What happened was a young boy, he was a shoe shiner. He slipped and tripped and bumped into this white lady, and they were, oh my goodness, you can't make a mistake and you can't touch a white lady. So they wanted to lynch this young boy. He ran back to his neighborhood, which was Greenwood, the segregated section of Greenwood. He ran back there. They brought him back to the courtroom, and they said, no, we're going to lynch him. And one thing led to another. There were shots fired, and all of a sudden, they burnt down this town, this affluent town. But what most people, you know, see or realize, he was just this boy was just a scapegoat because these people were somewhat jealous of the people of Greenwood. So Booker T. Washington, he actually named this town in this city of Greenwood Black Wall Street. He named it Black Wall Street because of how affluent these people were, of how self-contained these people were. They didn't need to go outside their community for anything. They had their own banks, they had their own dentists, they had their own doctors, they had their own hospitals, They had everything. I read that one of their dollars circulated 36 to 100 times before leaving their community. That's something that never happens in our community. You just look around and you see we get hair supply store, they're owned by Asians. Maybe you get some maybe Indian food from, the Indians. They owned everything. They were affluent. They had, nice clothes and nice, just nice everything. So yeah, these people were very jealous. Yeah, they owned everything, everything. And it was just sad to see what had happened. But that does beg the question, was there ever a need for desegregation if we were doing this well? Why did we have to you know desegregate? So that's something, that a question that you can, that everyone watching and listening can pose to themselves. They had this strong Black community. So, but yeah, it's the town of Greenwood. And yeah, that's the Black History moment, is their Black excellence. You know, they were
Thank you for
doctors and
that.
lawyers, and they didn't need anything. They didn't need any help. So
Thank you for that. Now, I understand you pulled some of that information from a video.
yes, on
The black,
YouTube.
yeah, what was it called? The black what?
The Black, was it the wealth? The Black wealth? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the video. Yes.
Yes.
The
The
black wealth.
Black
Yes.
wealth of Tulsa, I believe. Dr. Ron,
No
I'll
problem.
give it
No
to I'll
problem.
give it
No
to you
problem.
again.
No problem. I just wanted to reference it, and it's in the comments section. We put it in the comments section where you can go reference some of the information about Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the Black Wall Street. Now, Black Wall Street was a blueprint for success throughout many Black communities during that time period in the early 1900s. We today still reference Black Wall Street. I remember when President Trump was going to go to Tulsa on Juneteenth, and they spoke to him and talked to him about, some of the atrocities that took place there, which of course he didn't know nothing about none of that. Okay. So and then he tried to take credit for people being aware of Juneteenth. I don't know if you remember that or not,
No.
but he tried to take credit. Oh yeah, see, I made Juneteenth famous. No, you didn't.
That
No, you didn't.
sounds
But right, it was him. But Black Wall Street is a blueprint of success, and it's unfortunate during that early part of the 1900s there were many Black communities that were self-sustaining, that had established many communities of wealth throughout the South and different regions of the United States that were completely destroyed, just like this one was. They dropped bombs on it.
right.
They dropped
They dropped
bombs.
bombs. Yep,
Yeah,
turpentine bombs. Fire, yeah, just to burn up. 300 people were killed. Yeah, 300 people were killed, and all the business. They had over 600 businesses, all of them gone. Not one
absolutely.
of them still standing. And the other one was like Rosewood. If you see, there's a movie on
Absolutely.
Rosewood. Yeah. So it
Absolutely.
was just
Yeah.
ridiculous. And
There,
then it begs the question for generational wealth. Do you
right.
know many people who have inheritances for their daughters, and we as a Black people, we don't really have that. And that, like
Absolutely.
you said, was the blueprint. That is the blueprint for that. That is the way to set us up. But you know,
Yeah, it was an attempt, like you said earlier, to see. First of all, we couldn't spend money with white folks
mm-hmm.
until they, open up the door for segregation to be able to go to their stores, and then we became the most heavily marketed race in the
Exactly.
country.
How to
So,
sell to the Negro. Exactly.
yeah, because we work hard, and we make money, but yet then our money goes directly out of our communities into other communities where they make great wealth for their families and for their selves because they know how to take products, goods, and services and bring them to us, and we gladly buy from them.
Exactly. Exactly.
So we need to change the paradigm. We need to change the fact that what we used to do is something we need to go back to. You know, one of the people that I like to talk about is Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey understood the fact that we need to get out of America. We need to get out of here because America is not good for us. And when I say us, I mean black people, brown people, colored people, African Americans, whatever you go by this week.
Right. Right.
Is not good for us. And we need to learn how to take our money and spend it with us.
Exactly. Exactly.
And also a problem with that statement is that we require more from a black vendor than we would from another nationality. What I mean by that is they could be having a grocery store in our community selling stale bread. And we'll go down to that store and buy that stale bread every week. And they're not trying to do better because they figure, well, we the only store in the hood.
Right.
They got to buy this stale bread. Okay? And we need to require from them more
To up
because they're servicing us in our communities. Very good. See, you're going to get me stirred up. You know,
that makes me just very upset. And these people, they had insurance, but do you think they got paid out for their insurance, Dr. Ron?
Absolutely
Do you think they
not.
got and this also leads into the question of reparations as well. How come the people that the ancestors from these people, how come they're not compensated? How come they're not, how come this is not being looked into? This is, it's
Absolutely.
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
And that leads to another statement that I love to say. You know, the blood of our ancestors cries out for us never to forget what happened to them. You know, which ties into critical race theory. Don't ever let them tell you that we don't need to keep talking about it, that we need to just to forgive and forget.
Right.
We need to understand
Right.
what happened to us
Right.
so that we do not allow it to happen again.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And this is, I wasn't taught this in school. Were you, Dr. Ron? Because I wasn't.
I lived it.
You lived it. How did you live it? What do you mean by that?
You know, I was part of the civil rights movement.
Okay.
You know, I was born in the 50s. So in the 60s, we had a lot of carryover movements and trying to accomplish, the ability to be able to have rights.
Wow.
You know, I mention it quite often all the time on my show. You know, the civil rights movement, they now can go to the same bathroom as white people.
Okay.
And they can eat at the same dining counter as white people. We don't have to sit in the colors section. We don't have to sit in the back of the bus. These are some of the things that were accomplished during the civil rights movement. But it's not over. We shouldn't have stopped.
Right. Right.
We still have so much more we need to accomplish. We need to get back to the fact that there's so much more that needs to happen as far as treating people like human beings. See, in the Constitution, we were not considered human beings.
3/5. We were 3/5.
You know?
Yeah.
And if you got any black blood in you, they were like, oh, no, you black.
Right. Yeah. It was at the court.
Okay, and they didn't have
one
to.
drop theory. Yeah.
They did not have to treat you with any type of respect, allow you to have any privileges or benefits.
Right.
So I'm glad you as a young person are beginning to see and understand that we need to keep this information going forward.
Right, right, and that's why I brought up the fact that I wasn't taught this in school, because this is a source of pride. Having an all black community where you have all black bankers and all black, and then they said even some of the black banks, they lent to the Depression. When the Depression was going on, they borrowed money from the black banks. So this is a source of pride. We weren't all just sharecroppers.
That's right.
We
And
weren't often sharecroppers.
that's why I say it's a blueprint.
We were
You
dentists,
know, there are
doctors. We had our own
people to this
hospitals.
day, well, in 2022, that will take trips to where Black Wall Street used to be. I think there's museums there now, and they talk about the things that happened there and the successes that they had there. And to this day, we still hold that up as a sense of pride. So I encourage people to do some research
Do some
and
research.
find out.
Right, right. The
You
Stratford
know,
Hotel in Blackwall, the largest black owned hotel in the world. Oh, well, not in the world, but in the U.S. You know,
yeah,
he was
absolutely,
he was a millionaire.
absolutely,
And this was
absolutely,
only 60 years from slavery, 60 years removed from slavery, Dr. Ron. These people accomplished this. That's a
absolutely,
source of pride because we were just
absolutely,
in bondage and we accomplished so much in a short
absolutely.
period of time.
Well, look, I hope some more young people get excited because
Ex-
that's what we want. I gave people a homework assignment a couple of weeks ago. Go look at Roots so you can understand what took place in slavery. There was a mini series about Alex Haley's family. Go look at Roots, Roots. Go look at it and understand what blacks had to go through during slavery. Okay, and we ain't far removed from it now. Okay, just understand that we're not far removed because our European enslavers still have that type of mentality. Unfortunately, they
Yeah.
would love to take us back to those days and put us back on the plantation
Yeah.
picking cotton for them.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
absolutely great topic. I love it. I love it.
Awesome.
So I want to thank you for your topic, and I want to encourage people to come out and join me on Tuesday, right here on YouTube. And now you can see the show directly on Ask Dr. Ron, ask-dr-ron.com. Go over there, push the live button. You'll be able to see exactly what's going on in real time. So definitely go over there and check us out while we're live. Okay. Let me invite you guys out Tuesday because we have a guest that's a first timer to the show, and she'll be talking about her experience that she's looking forward to in the stock market. Okay. So one of my, you know, sponsors to the show and advertisers. Let me put this up while I'm talking about this. Up, Prince Hunter Financial Group, he offers training to people to learn how to get into the stock market. And this young lady will be Miss Anna, will be on the show talking about the decision that she made to go forward with learning this life-changing experience, learning how to be on the stock market. So go over to the website, ask-dr-ron.com. Check out all of my advertisers and be sure and tune in on Tuesday to see the new. I want to invite you guys to check me out each and every Saturday from the desk of Dr. Ron, every Saturday at noon. So you can check out all of these shows right here on my YouTube channel. I want to thank each and every person that has made contributions and donations at this time. I want to thank you guys because without you, it would be difficult to keep doing what I'm doing. Please subscribe, like, and share. Spread the word. Let folks know what's going on over here. And that's exactly what I need you guys to do. It doesn't cost any money to subscribe, but definitely subscribe. So I'm gonna do something different today. I'm gonna ask Miss Brittney if she has closing remarks before we leave today.
Closing remarks. Let's see. Hmm. The week is coming. This is Sunday, so I would say closing remarks is just try to do the best that you can for this week. You probably have a lot going on in your life, and you might have some struggles, but you have to reach down inside and try to face those things and do the best that you can with what you're given. You have to play the cards that you're dealt, like those were the cards that you wanted all your life, and you have to finesse them, and you have to really dig deep, because everybody is going through something, but it's not going to last forever, and you just have to see your way through it, like our ancestors did, like Dr. Ron was saying. Like we have our ancestors' blood. We are people that are strong. We can get through anything. We can do anything. Like I said last time, we are highly intelligent. You just have to use your mind, and so that would be my closing remarks for this week. Face what you have to face, and don't be scared. Don't let fear or
Don't
anything
give
get
up.
in the way. Don't give up.
All right. Thank you for that. See you guys on Tuesday. Peace and love.